Day 142, 143, I haven't got a clue. They're all the same at the moment. I'm just in the field that we had the winter barley on that was absolutely rubbish. We sowed it with oilseed rape last Thursday or Friday. Again, I can't remember. And if you look now, it's just coming up nicely in the rows. So you can see them here. Now, these are, I'll turn the camera around. So these are little oilseed rape plants. So they just look like cress at the moment. And they got some nice warm weather and it's damp. So they're really growing, which is great. I'm going to drill some more this afternoon. I'm going to put a little bit of starter fertiliser with that, just in case, just to kick it on a bit really. This we didn't because it was failed winter barley, and the winter barley took no nutrition out of the ground because it was so thin. So we felt that there was enough left in the soil, and also we were drilling it plenty early enough. But it looks great, to be fair. You can see it better here. I don't know what's happened here. The drill's obviously overlapped, so we've double sown that a bit, so it's really green. But it's doing well. I can't see any sign of slug damage. I can't see any sign of cabbage stem flea beetle damage, which people struggle with. I don't know whether it's our climate or the fact we don't use insecticides anymore, but no, they all look great. So pretty pleased with that. So well sown is half grown. Just in the sweet corn now. So you can see it's got these tassels on the top. So the pollen off these has to pollinate the other ones. So they're not pollinated by bees, they're pollinated by the wind. So they're better when they're a bit denser. So we've got like a big established plant here, which is now getting starts of cobs on down here, you can see. And then if you look down the rows that way, you see these smaller plants in rows. They're what we sowed later on. So remember when they weren't growing very well, and we came back later on and re-drilled some sort of like 5 or 6 after the first ones. Well, they're doing well. They've got hold of some moisture, they've got some heat, they've got some fertiliser, so they're growing well. We'll go right over here to the other side of the field where it's doing a bit better, and we'll have a look at that. So this is probably like the best bit of the field on this sort of corner up here by the ditch. Don't know why, it just seems to have grown all right. If you look down here, we've got cobs now with these tassels. So I don't know if you've ever peeled a sweet corn, but you always find these sort of tassels through the middle of it. Well, that's what's forming there. So the cob will be inside this here. I won't pull one off because actually, go on, I will, hold on. I've opened one up now so you can see the cob forming in the middle. So there's little seeds there. So they're not very big yet, and the cob's sort of, only sort of a few inches long. But I think these tassels basically will harvest daylight and feed the seeds, so they'll grow. So that'll be what's the cob. So it'd be nice if the whole field looked like this patch here, but this bit at the bottom's not too. Look at that sunset again. This bit at the bottom's not too bad, but the rest of the field's fairly poor. But we're going to get something off it. It won't have paid its way, but we'll see. So maybe some pick your own sweet corn when it gets a bit bigger. So quiz time. Who lives in a house like this? This is also a gate post, commonly found in gateways. But obviously Sam's been re-engineering it with the front mower. Like he's chewed it up a little bit. I think he did that last year as well. This is a field that we had the wheat on that we cut the other day. So this is now going into rape. It's really bad for grass. This is the one that flailed off a few months ago because the grass was really bad. So we flailed it again and worked a shallow seed bed. Ideally we'd let that now germinate and then spray it off, but because we're going to put oilseed rape into it, that's a different cultivar to grass, so we can control grass weeds really easily in oilseed rape. So what we'll actually do, we've blackened the soil a little bit to give us a better seed to soil contact. And there was too much trash that the seed had been cold and wouldn't have got out the ground quicker. So by making it black, it'll get away quicker, because oilseed rape has to be away quicker than anyone else's, and that way it'll keep the pigeons off it, and it should stay stronger going into winter. So we'll try and get this drilled over the next couple of days, and this field will be oilseed rape then. So that's about it for today. I'll see you all tomorrow.